Part 6 of my Stationeers Europa playthrough. I want to make a furnace room, except it's not a furnace, it's going to be a boiler room. There's going to be fire in there, and the purpose is to just produce heat. This planet is super cold, this room will be super hot, and so I will have both at my disposal. And I aim to do that with fuel gas. Plain simple fuel. Here's some pollution in the air, and also in there, because that's basically open. That's an opening. Now we wash the air, and that problem will go away. Meanwhile, I will eat something. Let's keep the pipes fresh. Thank God, nothing happened.
Health low. Hunger, caution.
Okay, on the left there will be the burn chamber. On the right there will be the room in which we smelt the volatiles. Or rather melt. That's not smelting. So I need another active vent. One active vent to suck this room dry. One active vent to suck its content into that container, which will be where the fuel mix will be. So I also need to suck some oxygen into that. That's a different story. And one passive vent, which will just allow me to add a canister holder here. And then I will stuff a canister in there with hot volatiles from the furnace. So that gets the smelting process, the melting process started. And yeah, I guess the plan is not perfect, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, that means it's a bit cold in here. All that programming in there, almost full 128 lines. If I remember correct, I do. That is just a wall heater, some pipes, so let's rearrange stuff.
Temperature critical. Temperature low.
That goes in the middle, because this thing is kind of obstructing, so this is where we want to suck out the air from the room. Pipes. And it's very useful that the buttons are on that side, because I can actually reach them through the window. Maybe this is a bit cheesy, but I could add some logic switch, so yeah. That's not so significant. Is that thing already installed? Yes. And as we can see from the color, it's fitting. See? No opening? Yes, opening. And this is a bit more tricky, because this one must suck basically in this direction, out of the room, into that gas container, but then I can't reach the switches. So I will just pipe around that ridiculously. No more pipes? Okay, that's not... Oh, there are more pipes. More pipes! My work here is done. my god, my battery is empty. Whatever will I do? Nothing. Nothing needs to be done. Is what I would like to say, but I still don't have the wireless batteries because the quite solid energetic foundation required for that is not yet available. I don't know yet what to do on that front. That's not for today. So that's for sucking out this stuff. For evacuating the room. And that can be removed. That's no longer needed. What just happened? Alrighty, now I can actually evacuate the room and we can also see if that has happened. There is some stuff in there. This is for sucking out of the room, and that is for actually doing so. Ah, yes. Vacuum. Good. More pipes. More pipes! Man, today is Monday. I hate to have to work. I came home, ate something, chilled a bit, and now I'm doing this. I might have to kind of accelerate first before things are really flowing. So then I would need a pipe analyzer for actual fuel mixing automation. I would need a chip to make that happen. There's the electronics printer. Housing. Solder. Do I have solder? Yep. Actually, I think the pipe analyzer is in here. Electro. And the IC10. Gold, electro. This is a large bit of electrum. Let's separate that into 50, into two halves. And gold. Didn't I have some gold? I don't? Shameful. Probably have some gold in one of the machines, but I'm sure I have some gold here too. So let's do something else while that's smelting. Automatically. Alright. Did I make the pipe analyzer? I did. So let's see. I definitely want to know what's going on. For that, I need this. Then these things have to come together without flowing into each other, so I would need a one-sided valve, one directional, or no, not that. I need... interesting problem. Yeah, I have an idea. So this will just go in there, from the active vent. Oh, still on? Shameful. So we can suck that into here. Let's see to that thing would have power if we'd so need it. The chip can go here. That's a nice track. What's the name of that? Lars Leonhardt. The album is Spaceflight. The track is Lenticular Galaxy. Or is that already this track? I can't tell. Yep, that is already this track. So I don't know what the previous one was. No, there's a history. That was Fourth Dimension. The core, the album, Pluralism. Let's heart that. Oh, damn. Man, we should put some lights in here. But we don't have enough energy reserves yet for those kind of games. Speaking of energy, let's make sure that the battery situation doesn't get out of hand. Oh, yeah, actually, the gold might be smelted by now. And there it is on the pile of goodies. Let's make a chip. I need a water bottle holder, a canister holder, which is part of a kit, and that kit's name is completely different. It is utilities, pipe utilities. Iron. What? Oh, no iron? No, that's poor, really. That's poor. I have no iron whatsoever? What? Do I have to go mining again? The most boring thing in the entire game on video. Watch it today. Damn it. Apparently I do have no iron. Oh, now that I have the advanced stuffies, I could make a laptop. Though that's still the same circuit, I could basically just run back and forth, instead of swapping the chip every time. Not sure which one is better. Since we apparently have little resources now, let's not go there. But I need some iron. I can't continue without. No contents. Copper. No iron. Man, that sucks. Hate. So what's the next step then? Here we have some canisters, and here we have the mining drill. Let's see how full it is. Oh, it's empty. Alright, I kind of prepared for this. What's the time of day? If I could know that, that would be nice. At least I'd like to know the sun angle. Maybe we should enliven the place slightly by putting up an LED. Shall we do that right now? With multiple But no, we can't do that because that would take more lines of code than I currently have left in that thing. I'm kind of between all chairs here right now. Let's check for the plants then. Potato, seeds. Almost, but not quite. Damn it, I need iron. Sorry, yeah, then let's get iron. Need more oxygen. I think I prepared for that. Good.
Airtight critical.
Yeah. First check the temperature, always check the temperature. 4 degrees, that's agreeable. Almost only oxygen, and the nitrogen filters kinda empty. Guess what? To make a nitrogen filter, we need
Oxygen critical.
an open helmet.
Low pressure.
Yeah, whatever. And we need iron, and I think we don't have enough to make that. Which is bad. Dude, this is a crisis. Yeah, welcome to my life.
Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
Do we have the orientation machine thingy? We do. The light is off and the beacon is on. 300 watts every game tick. That's why this thing turns on only when I leave the station. And the deciding factor is the outside door. It's open, means I am outside. And that's also what turns the lights off. We did that in the second to previous video. I mean, in a way, this video is still part of the previous one, but okay, that doesn't make sense in practice. This is number 6, period. And we did that in number 4. Number 2 was kind of shit, but, you know. I think it's due time that we put up a deep miner. We have a centrifuge, we have the advanced tool manufactories and stuff, so that's within reach. But guess what? For that we need a lot of iron. And apparently I'm not lucky at finding that stuff. This is the hydraulic mining drill, which is available currently only on beta. Beta seems like a risky thing, a risky business, but my experiences with beta in the recent 1 month or 2 months, I think already, have been rather positive, yeah. And there's something ridiculously broken, which is rarely, very rarely happens, then they will get right on it, you know. And you get about 1 new build every day, so little thing twisted and adjusted. For example, when you want to place a landing strip for the traders with a hangar door, that is not possible currently on the main release. But they fixed that already, I think today or yesterday, on the beta branch. So if you want to do that, come over. Everything but iron. Reminds me of last time when I was trying to get gold and I got everything, for example, tons of iron. Except gold.
Hydration critical.
Yes, this mining drill is a bit faster as long as the pressure is high than the basic drill. Has a downside though, which is it doesn't pick up stuff that's already loose on the ground for whatever reason. Oh, iron. Nice. That scratches that itch. Oh, more stuff. Oh, whatever will I do? Right, I got this other thing with me, which is, full.
Hunger caution.
Not optimal. But don't put that right there. No.
Power low.
Nitrogen filter low too. Not a problem if I realize that that's actually, it is a problem. I could flush my suit if things go bad, but this is bad itself. My lungs will take damage, and they are already damaged significantly. This might actually... I have to go home, otherwise I might die in the next 5 minutes. Where is home, though? Oh, straight ahead. Where else would it be? Remember 2 videos ago? Was it 2 or 3? I don't know. One of this series, I think that it was the 3rd one, when I got lost in the storm completely and found the station again. I mean, I was really completely in a different place. And then I ran and guessed, and then there was the station. It's funny. Where's the heavy breathing when you need it? Okay, let's clean up. Iron. More iron. Copper, because we don't have enough of that yet. Some gold, maybe? Light. Yeah, these are not on because it's bright, you know? That's, part of the automatism. It's an AND filter. I have to be inside, and it needs to be dark outside. Where is that little lead clump that I brought with me? It's in my hand. As per usual, I'm carrying it. What is my current concern? Water. Before we even get there, let's see the potato. That's quite a full chip, huh? 5,400 bytes. So let's refill that then. Yeah, don't worry, it's still busy. How do I get oxygen in there? By means of sucking from the air, I would presume. That is kind of okay. Hey, let's leave it at that and see if that works. That would be interesting. Because I always had this overpressure problem. I think the pipe's even still damaged. Where is my measure thingy? Here. Pipe network. No, it's no longer damaged. I guess I repaired it. But if we just leave it open, then maybe that works. Man, it's so cramped. I have to make the base more comfortable. Okay. 100 kilopascals per tick almost. What happens if I close that? It accelerates. Still fast, now it's slower again. Okay, understood. Of course I should do that with logic and having some more space around and so forth. Yeah. Gotcha. Instead of using the stupid flashlight, I could just carry around a big light, a portable light, you know. But it's actually a hint one of the YouTube commenters gave me. It's not like I didn't know that, but I didn't think of it. And in this video, I also in this series, I don't want to do that because it takes away from the mood. Not that the flashlight is much better, but putting up lights when it's dark instead of everything just magically being bright all the time is better. So I want to stay there. Okay, that refills the mining drill in case we need it again. Is it on? Nope. Okay. Okay. This belt is rather full, is it not? So let's swap some things out. When I want to do fuel mixing, what I need primarily is volatiles, so there should be like should be weighted in that direction. Where will I need that? Near the furnace, which is here. A furnace room indoors. It's actually quite cool. If that room heats up to 250 degrees, that door opens briefly and lets the extreme cold of the planet in, which, yeah, helps. Because the auto-ignition of that material is actually 300 degrees Celsius. So that seemed relevant, so yeah. And then, what was the goal again? The canister. No, the utility. Pipe, utility, gas. Now to have some volatiles to throw in there. Are we already that far? I could use this pipe into that tank. Yeah, we could give it a test drive. Let's do that. The test drive is as follows. So that's not melting now, because there's nothing in that room. And as we know, if we're not stupid, a vacuum doesn't have a temperature. So you don't freeze in a vacuum, alright? You do not. At least not like they show in Hollywood. If the sun would be throwing radiation at that thing, then it would of course get warm and then also melt. That is something that might actually happen if Jupiter isn't in the way of that endeavor. And vice versa, if I'm in space and there's no air, then I will radiate my heat away. So it's not like you stay warm forever or something. But actually, oh, okay, what's that? Lead, and lead again. Yeah, what's that? That's a safety thing that I installed like 2 videos ago. If the station electricity is too low, then this turns on and off all the time. How much do we have here? 13. Let's top that up and also prepare a little bit more coal. Not much, because I really don't want to be dependent on that all the time, you know? Put the coal away. Not sure if I ever need copper for smelting, but if so, then I'm sure I will somehow use stacks. So let's not bother with that problem. Pile of goodies. Okay, now that we have this, we have a oh man, we have a storm. Let's turn off the generator if it's still crunching that coal. Man, if I had known that, and the thing is, I could have known that. I could have known that, and that's the thing. Instead of, I currently have this check. If the station batteries are too low, and then they will blink. But I could add whether there's going to be a storm into the mix of that logic. So that if the station batteries are too low and there's a storm incoming, then I will not be warned. That of course might fail, because what if the storm comes like 1 minute too late? Then I will be out of power, and that might be fatal sometimes. So that's not the best idea, but still, I don't have an indication in here yet whether the storm is coming. It's only up there, and when do I really look there? That is green all the time. It would have been yellow until a minute ago, now it's red. Anyway. Now I want to trigger the melting process. Do we have some hot gas in here? 140 degrees strikes me to be hot, but there's no volatiles in there, and I don't want to like pollute my stuff there. So ah shit. Why is this door open?
Temperature low.
Room temperature is actually 19 degrees in here. Not bad. Ah, sad face. Should I keep that in that room? That would be hilarious, you know? A 250 degrees room with a little mining belt with volatiles and other fuel gas stuff in it. I guess I would keep that on my person. These doors are really dangerous. If you stand in the wrong place when they close, not only will your suit get damaged, but sometimes it just gets destroyed. I had that twice in a row. And destroyed is bad, you know? When you need a spacesuit and it's not there. Some people have been there, but they didn't live to tell the tale. The angle shall be correct. Give that thing a whirl. And now, if I use that, I will see there's some volatiles in there, which will probably annihilate equally with the oxygen. So nothing is left. So what good did that do? I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, I wanted to do this now, like, hey, I'm cool, blah, 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 but I don't want to reload. I mean, this thing doesn't have anything to react with, no oxygen, so nothing should have happened. But I don't want to risk that. Pressure, 6 megapascals, 760 Kelvin. It's now in the room, I believe. Yep, careful. More megapascals and actually more heat. Why is there more heat in there? Oh, because the oxygen hadn't yet been completely consumed by the reaction. Yep, okay, putting a full stack in there like I kind of just wanted to wouldn't have exploded the furnace from heat,
Waste tank caution.
but from pressure, you know, the gas has pressure. Yep. That should be enough for the purposes. Yeah, and the room is hot. You just saw that. I didn't open that, it happened automatically. So then we open that, so we can suck some volatiles into a canister. And that should be I did it again. I did it again. I even said so. Just wait until the volatiles are gone. Damn. Man. So, there are now there's some pollutant in here from the burning process. See also here. So in case we don't have a tablet on us, we can just look at that warning light and know, oh, the air is polluted with volatiles and or polluted. That's actually a nice idea. I just came up with that, patent pending, pay me. So, where do we go from here? Now I want to fill some of that into a bottle, into a canister that doesn't actually take kindly to that kind of pressure. $9,500 should be good, because it's going to be hot, so it will be cooling down relative to the room, therefore it will contract.
Power critical.
Nice. How much coal was remaining? 2. Glorious, how we saved the day. And why am I carrying all those building materials all this time? You need the tablet with the Atmos analyzer so often that I'm not sure if I would like that to have that in the vanilla game, but I'm really considering, would it possibly be a good idea to just know? I mean, you point at stuff and you know, like I'm doing with this thing here, except I don't have to carry a tablet, my hand is still free. Anyway. Maybe that could be another idea for glasses, you know? When you're back indoors and no longer need to look through the planet, which you can, I mean, at least through the soil to see where the gold is and all that stuff, you put on the other glasses, which replace the Atmos Analyzer tablet. That's a good idea. Everybody agrees. Thank you. Let's do that. Okay, now let's fill a canister, one that is actually empty, like this one. Oh, and before we do that, let's make sure that this pipe is also actually empty, which is not, and see if all the valves are set correctly. Into the room. No, that is the use gas, you know? Then here we have the waste gas. Into the room. No. Into the outdoors. Yes. Now let's suck this one dry. That's the use gas, and here's a bridge to the waste gas. And here we have our furnace. Oh, not yet. Let's let the furnace stuff in. I wonder what will happen. Nothing bad. Good. Oh, that's a lot of megapascals. Let's turn that off. Well, I'm not sure. Whatever. Let's ignore it. So, how are we looking? Evacuated. Oh, I need a volatiles filter. I don't even have that. And yes, I'm aware that this station looks like crap and is completely cramped and chaotic, and that is not what I would build if this were creative, but it's not. This is Stationeer difficulty, which is the highest difficulty setting of the game, but there are only 3, so it's not that high, I guess, who knows. I'm doing well, actually. died once, but that death was really, really avoidable. I was just stupid, you know, I was distracted by the stuff going on, and part of the stuff that's going on is what I'm doing right now. I'm formulating sentences, thinking of things to say. That kind of, you know, uses some mental capacity. And so when I was in an emergency situation and I got it fixed, I forgot that I have to turn this stuff on. You know, currently it is on actually. Why the fuck is it on? What is the current pollution situation? We have some H2O in the air. Why is that? Wait. Is the pollutant increasing? No, it's decreasing. Why is there water in the air? But it should be decreasing because it should go in here. I don't know how that happened in the first place. No idea. Anyway, that thing is on and we'll take care of it. And if these filters would actually be empty, even one of them, that thing would have stopped operation and would have been blinking an error. We saw that in one of the other videos of this series. Yeah, well, let's see that this show keeps rolling. I think we have enough potatoes, so let's replant using the same potatoes. And then just heedlessly throw these ones onto the stack, which says 6 hours until decay. I don't know if that's not true for the entire stack. So be it then, because now we can afford stuff like that. But the ferns, I might actually use all of these. Let's see. In case you don't know yet, there's a pill in the game which can heal you, which can heal all your ailments. So far, it's early access. I just wanted to put some kind of placeholder in that general region of the game. And you can manufacture this pill yourself. You need a chemistry station, and then you click on this thing once with a silver stack, unsmelted ore, and with a cobalt stack. Then you have what you're seeing in this screenshot, in the tooltip, and then you click on that thing 10 times with fern, and then you can see will produce pill. And then you will see a bug. And then you will see a pill. Why is my helmet closed? And what do I do with the rest of the fern? I could put it in the fridge, or I could put it where it will never decay, at least so far, right here, in preparation for making the next pill. Not that I plan to use too many. Plan on using? Yeah, that's what it is, right? 5 more, next pill ready. Wait, I just made a pill. And as you can see here, my lungs, give me a pill! Actually waiting for a pill, so... Did you know you can feed other people in this game? When in multiplayer you can click on another player who's currently AFK or whatever, and you can give them water and food and even a pill. Do the plants still have enough CO2? Oh, that fell quite radically, but that is not necessarily the plants doing. You know, plants plural and then apostrophe. But that could well have been just my constant opening of all kinds of doors. So let's help them with my waste gas.
Hydration critical.
I wonder, I was clicking here all the time. I mean, this thing was on. Oh, did this turn off and on because the waste gas was hot? So yeah, probably. This thing got some hot waste gas. The room thought, oh, it's warm enough. Then it realized, oh, I was mistaken. And then this thing turned on again. Probably, yeah. So. Okay, replant. Replant, and so forth. Oh, what did I just do? Man, we have too many potatoes. Backs away slowly. Oops. Supplement storage space. What is my propellant? Pure oxygen. Okay. That's actually nice. If I run out of oxygen, I can just breathe my farts. So, what's that? Garbage. Yes, I wanted to make some volatiles. So what's the setup? There are no volatiles in there, man. What's happening? Oh, have they all been used up? But how? There was no oxygen. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, of course. The pipe itself has shit tons of oxygen. It had shit tons of oxygen. And so when I opened this part, which contained lots of volatiles, and this part, they became friends. And that's also probably what produced lots of pollutant and heated up the pipe because there was fire in the pipes, I guess. How do we proceed? Well, we have to empty those pipes. Is there a way for us to do that? Well, not the best way. Maybe we should replace that thing here, this valve, with a volume pump, so that's not such a boring endeavor. Volume pump. Kit volume pump. Needs copper. Do we have copper? Maybe put that over there, might actually become useful. And... ah, did you hear that? There was the door behind this. You can still see the arm move. Is that from there? Not sure, anyway. Electricity. Energy. I mean, people often say energy when they mean electricity. Electricity is just a form of energy. One of the many, many forms it takes. And the most rudimentary and supposedly endgame form of energy is heat. Why didn't no one tell me? Right, you're doing it wrong. It's like sitting in the cinema, huh? Turn around! Turn around! It's behind you! Oh, I think we have a problem. Not necessarily. Wait. Has to be that way? I think we can still salvage this. Yep, that's probably... yeah, speaking about makeshift, you know. Not even sure if I can get this working in this place. Ah, damn! Click for long enough. Yep, that should work. We will need more cables, and before we actually will need them, let's try to make them early. Pumping that empty, and well, there's oxygen there too, so yeah, let's just throw it all away. Who gives a fuck? We're gonna smell so much more. Gold. I need heavy cables. I actually need rarely, so cable. And this will give us 32 cables. Seems reasonable. Give me that. I mean, look at all that stuff. So what is this again? It's thirst. Now you know why this thing is over here. Damn, I didn't mean to click. Can you guess how many more it will be? Huh? Can you tell? Correct. 0. Okay, evacuation completed? No, not? Yeah, well, these are 2 pipe networks. Let's see, that's 2. 14, 0, 86, 29, 8, 1, 4. Separated not by that, because it's just added to the pipe, but by this. It makes it two pipe networks, so whatever's going on in there has to talk to that stuff over here slowly. So instead I could have also opened that valve up there, which could also actually be a volume pump. But, you know, it's not urgent. We can also already start with that thing in the corner. Didn't I just put all my building materials away? Yes, I did. Glass and iron. No, not my attention. Ah, crap. So that will be the burn room. To set things on fire, we will use this thing. It will be controlled by logic, of course. Where will I place that? I think here. And then it works like this, you know? We need more of these. Oh. Oh, another 2 grams. 14. Yes, is the pipe now empty? Still not. And most of that is oxygen. I want volatiles in a box, in a bottle. This bottle is completely empty, that pipe is completely empty, so they will be good friends. Is that completely empty? No, it's not. So they will not be good friends, because I have to evacuate that first. Aha, that is now empty. So is that. I think it's a bit lame to do that all the time with this tablet. Because it kind of feels like cheating, even though I still have to hold the tablet. So empty. Pipe network empty. Then now we need a volatile source, which shall be the furnace as planned. But this is taking eons.
Temperature critical.
Ah, man, I keep forgetting that I have to use spacesuit stuffs in here. And suddenly we're at 138 degrees. It seems kinda hot, like this flame symbol here suggests 2. Oh, no, let's not do that. You see, the CO2, okay, maybe you saw that little star here is actually a snowflake. And that means the CO2 was in the process of freezing. And once it would have frozen, we would have frozen stuff in the pipes. And that's bad. Then the pipes go like bankrupt, and then we will spend even more time of this video doing things that I didn't plan on doing in the first place. So we have to wait for the volume pump to do its thing. Actually, no, we could have used the volume pump up here, which empties the pipe without the risk of stuff freezing, except maybe up there. Maybe I could put the volume pump higher then, so that there is less that would have to be repaired if need be. Sounds like a plan. Let's do that. Air check. Aha. You know, this indoor furnace is a cool thing. You just have to handle it properly. And it's the ridiculous door color. I do remember I wanted to change the floor here. Let's do that now. Before I'm distracted again by other stuff. We need some steel in there. Flat wall, 3 of them. And then steel sheets. I think I don't have any extras there, so... So I have to make them. To get some slight hint of some kind of hopefully coming civilization in here. Oh wait. Not again that, man. I fucking hate that. I really fucking hate that. Every time it will revert, not in this situation, but in principle, always revert to that part of the kit, the large panel. And then there's that, and this and that, whatever, but what I want is that. And that's actually the name, you know? You create the wall flat thing, and then the first thing that you get offered is the panel, whatever? How is that not stupid? Okay. Now that looks promising, and then disappointing. But promising. But disappointing. Yet promising. Volume pump. Need copper. Do I have copper? And more of the stuff I just did, because I have just the place. Yes, and the red spray paint can. Wonder if I can do that through the window. No, I can't. Whatever I can do through the window, it will not arrive there in the way that I intend, because the gas excreted by the spraying will most assuredly be on this side, even if I reach the other side with that magically. I want black spray paint too. Actually, we're slightly beginning to spruce up the place. Slightly. But that's not the goal now, I know. I do always all the things at the same time. Let's start with the necessities before we decorate. Wrong direction. Correct direction. And that also makes sense. How do we electrify this? That's not wise. But the cable down here, I don't have any room left, man. It needs to be that. No, it is wise. Okay, I can't do that now. Wait, I have to shut up my usual reminder program thingy, which is trying to tell me things. I have to copy the passwords onto the USB sticks. My Google Play balance will lose some money in a few days. Oh, and my Audible subscription will soon become more expensive. But let's not get reminded of that again within the next 3 hours. Thank you. Now, what I wanted to do,
Power low.
the right thing. No. Okay, obviously a connection was made. So, do we still have stuff to purge? I mean, that would be quite a long time to get rid of all that stuff, right? Oh, it's still working on that. Which means that we can actually start testing this thing right now. Okay. 17, 16, 14, 15, 13. Okay, looks like now the temperature, the speed is doubled. Someone might now give me the advice to put a pressure regulator in that place instead, because it's better at low pressures, and maybe that's actually the right approach. I am not sure, but I'm not gonna do that now. Now they're volatiles? Where the fuck are the volatiles coming from, if I may ask so? I mean, seriously, I was measuring that pipe from the other side, which was this pipe. 14086. There were no volatiles in there. Now there are? I think there's some kind of magical shenanigans. Oh. I was supposed to understand that. I see that. I just flushed away all that volatile by igniting this. It's weird. It's wicked, and generations will talk about this. Ah, yeah. Empty.
Hunger critical.
Yes, yes. The music is beginning to become a little bit too active for my taste, but... So, let's spray the shit out of this. Yeah, not what I had in mind, but okay, whatever. Uh-huh. Yeah, if you want to spray cables, it's wise to do that with a stack of cables instead of the cables individually, for reasons obvious. And now the spray can is empty. And look, reverted to large panel again. How very nice. Yeah. Nice. Should I make the door red? Yeah, maybe. Heard you. Room temperature. Room temperature very cold. Atmosphere is too cold. How do we now immediately heat this room? The only means so far that I have for this purpose is actually the furnace. So let's use that. Let's go in here and fire up the furnace. But first, I have to turn off this one. Oh my god. It is just sad at this point. It's just sad. Anything open? Yes, that. Let's close it. We need heat. A lot of it. So let's make heat. And make haste too. Oh, I feel like I'm now standing taller. What? Dude, you're fucking shitting me. Why is that open? Good thing is... Oh man, this... Oh god. Oh! Don't call me a loser, but... I certainly fumble things a lot, don't I? Case in point. Now I want to pick these up before they might potentially melt. I think that was solved. Volatiles N2O. Damn. Do we have N2O here? No. Okay. Turn that on. Stupid. Okay, again, it needs to be warmer in here, and I think it is warmer now, 4 degrees. Yeah, fuck. Is this room so cold? So, heat please. The room shall become hot. It is now hot. What air do we have in here? Poisonous air. Let's first clean that out. At some point in the immediate future, please. Because I gotta eat a burger, so okay, yeah. Is that understood? Why is there still so much volatile going on? Maybe I should put an igniter in here for situations like these, because that would get rid of the volatiles just quick. I have an igniter. Apparently the concentration isn't high enough. Oh, case in point. Okay, close. Heat up the room, please. Sufficiently.
Hydration critical.
Room temperature increasing. Yeah, that's why I want to build some kind of proper radiator setup. One that doesn't involve wall heaters which suck 1,000 watts, and that would be for a small room. I mean, for these halls. Okay. Let there be heat then. How warm is it really? 10 degrees. But the furnace is changing that rapidly. Over here? 14 degrees. So that will then blow back into the main room and balance it out. That's what we have to keep in mind when we make the choice now. But that's the kind of stuff I dig to do. Okay. Enough of this then. And now it's saying that it's too hot, but that will even out. The other room is still cold. So this will turn off quickly. Now let's look at the content here. Nothing, okay, as anticipated. And volatiles. At 1000 degrees. Isn't that exactly what we came to get? Yes. Nine 5. And save. So far, by the way, in this entire video series, we did not do a reload. Pure volatiles at 800 degrees. Why is it getting colder? Man, don't spook me out. I'm doing some explosive shit here and all the light situations are changing. Guess what? Then I think something's exploding. Why is it so slow? I guess because it's really little what's coming in here. Let's work on that then. Oh, I almost opened the window, which would not have been fatal. Yeah, it's not a strong concern. Ah, shit. Damn, now the air's polluted again. Ugh.
Waste tank caution.
Maybe I should test that hypothesis I had. You know, the one with the burning? Let's put away the tablet, because it can actually catch on fire.
Power critical.
Interestingly, the temperature is only reaching 0 degrees right now, so it wasn't so bad. So I guess we just got rid of the pollutant. Like a man. And almost, but not quite, huh? And now we should have quite some excess volatiles. No, that side is open. Excess volatiles in that pipe, which should allow the bottle to be filled. And possibly a pipe to be bursting inside the base now. Because I remember something. Damn. I hope that doesn't happen now. Pressure? Okay, we're still fine. Because this thing will just keep pumping relentlessly until that pipe bursts. And yeah, this already damaged due to an overpressure event. Why didn't I see that earlier when I actually tried to see that? Because I'm pretty sure that's in the past. Anyway, we're getting lots of hot volatiles. That was the goal 10 hours ago. So now we're finally getting that. To smelt that little motherfucker here. And then we pump that with this active... Oh, by the way. No, not by the way. That should be working. Now, let's check it out. We have the active vent, and we're hungry, I think, and thirsty. And it has an auto-ignition temperature of 300 degrees Celsius. So if we put that volatile hot gas in there, we have to be careful not to destroy that. I have seen those destroyed by heat. You know, when I did a test play on Venus, where I had to cheat to even survive, I made a box room, a little box like this, full of wall heaters, and that was completely enclosed. There was no way for me to get in there. And then I pumped heat in there all this time, and the heaters were on whenever the ocean of upright wind turbines were pumping enough electricity in that. Yeah, it was survival mode. I never play creative. And yeah, and I could use that for the furnace. That worked. Atmosphere, a little bit of pollutant, but within reason. The bottle filler agrees. How much do we have left in here? I know I need to eat. 1 mole. And how many moles are in there yet? Yeah, but it's not so easy to see, because this is the moles that are in this 60 liter network, and here we have a 120 liter network, and I need to change all my battery. So it's survival, but it's also full of annoyances, you know. So might want to change that at some point by changing the difficulty to a modded one by myself. Sounds bigger than it is, really. Because modding this game, at least on that level, is very easy.
Hunger caution.
Meeting. And should now stop breathing heavily. Until this thing explodes. Then the heavy breathing will commence, continue. Next step then. Recycle. I should just turn this around and move this thing. What's in there, by the way? Oh, seeds. Good idea, never used, huh? I mean... Right? Oh, there was no music? I didn't notice. It's rising very slowly. Didn't I want to replace that one with a volume pump? I'm not sure. I mean, that would make sense. It would also make it a valve, like a one-way direction thing. And oh, I had that at some point. Whatever, let's not change too many things at once. Maybe what we're trying to do here has not sufficiently been done. I can pump the rest into the room. No, I won't. And actually, yeah, suck that pipe down. It's empty. Nice. Stop that. That pipe network is already empty. Huh. Okay. And here we still have 55 moles. 55 moles of 400 degrees Celsius volatiles. Now it's 21 moles. And we have almost 3 megapascals in that bottle. I think that was not the stupidest move. Of course, the overall approach is ridiculous, but that's a different story. I mean, really, I could just use an ice crusher here, but I don't wanna. Fuck you, I don't wanna do that. So, for a big moment, let's put that bottle, the smaller one, because it will not excrete so radically, into this, and then we will see that melt. Maybe it is already melting? Can I measure what's going on there? Yes. Yes, okay, it has melted. So now we can see we have 8 moles of that stuff in there. Do I still have some of that on me? Yes, I do. More, 16 more, 17. Increasing. If I want to take that out, I turn on the active vent, so it pumps that into here, and then I will have to start the process over, because then there will be a vacuum. Next time I want to melt something in there, that's not going to work. The temperature is 27 degrees, no, 18. Okay. Okay, let's leave the station for a moment. Should color code these doors, because that's what we actually placed here for that reason. Out here is kind of cold, so I can just put those in my hand, walk up and down to demonstrate that I can put them in my hand, and then what the fuck's happening? I have no idea. Probably something bad. What is happening? Why is the entire station on fire? Oh man. Oh. Fuck, what happened? Okay, now we have that. Obviously I will have to reload the game, which is lame, I know. If I would only know what happened there. Good thing I saved before I started with that activity in there. What happened? It seemed like it was coming from over here, but... So there was a locker here with seats. That's gone. Manufactory destroyed, manufactory destroyed, manufactory vanished. Computer, I'm standing here, I'm a computer. Furnace, I'm a furnace. I like everything hot. Fire otherwise? I don't know what happened. Maybe a pipe burst or something. Was that room maybe overpressurized? Oh, that's what must have happened. I wanted to toss more stuff in there. Instead, I should have relieved the room of its own pressure. That's what happened, I assume. There was too much in there already. And then it burst, and then the rest is history. As is evident. Because why try? I'm not gonna repair all that. So, one death, and one ridiculous fumble, which is a real death, I think. I mean, if I do risky engineering like that, I also have to be sufficiently careful. I wasn't sufficiently careful, so that is a real death here. That's a real fuck up. So the last death, or the only death we had so far, basically, we can consider that non-existent, but this one's real. Damn it. Maybe I should have used the crusher, huh? Now, where was I? Okay. Let's just get ready to reload again, because I want to find out if my hypothesis is correct. These are the two bottles. They're cooling down, hence the pressure is descending. It is not the room is not being polluted. Yeah, the process has begun. And the pressure in there, and that's important, is reaching... Okay, we already have 200 kilopascals. The room in here has a pressure... Actually, that's not so relevant. That's... I believe we can already observe damage to the outside window, because on the outside we have very low pressure. No, not yet. Interesting. What's the pressure indoors? I am... Oh, right, that's... I don't understand. Ugh. Temperature. Alright-ish. No gases. That shouldn't be here. And... Oh, now it's... No, okay, it's 200 kilopascals. It's just on the edge of bursting, basically. That's what's going on here. So I would have to pump that room empty, but then I have no way of igniting that again, except putting more gas in. That's completely uneconomic. And yeah, I could use a crusher, but that's boring. I want to do something else. I mean, everybody uses a crusher. Want to see someone using an ice crusher? That's very interesting, isn't it? So, okay, one stack will already fill that thing sufficiently. One way to utilize that better is to make the room bigger, you know, make it taller. But that's not what I'm going for. I will instead MIPS control this this active vent to keep the pressure stable. That makes the most sense under any circumstance, not just the explosive ones we just experienced. And confident enough, I will now save, and then we will regret that sufficiently. No. I need a name. Okay, fuel mix melt vent. Fuel mix melt vent. And that is for evacuation purposes, which would currently be kind of counterproductive. Okay, and a thing, maybe I could put a pipe monitor kind of thing on there. I mean, I have to do that anyway for the pressure. Or could put a gas sensor in there. Gas sensor would make more sense. Of course, we need a gas sensor in there. How do I get in there with a gas sensor? Oh, stares blankly. Think I done goofed. But this is not so bad. Yeah, okay. Mission is a go. I should give that thing, that housing, a name. Or what is... when I look here with the computer on, what will I see? The IC housing. Okay, then this is IC Omni, because currently it's just anything and everything. And that one over here is for things that I already mentioned. IC Unix. IC Fuel Mix, okay. Import from the chip that is IC Fuel Mix into this computer. Empty. Peculiar. Also. Define CLS vent. Hash. Structure active vent. Structure active vent. Define ins vent. Hash. Actually, which vent? Vent melt. What I want to do here is... oh, I'm sorry. There will also be a gas sensor. Define CLS gas sense. There will not be an occupancy sensor. I think we can just go for sense. Hash structure gas sensor. And its name shall be define. Sense. And we don't have that yet, I'm aware. I just want to test something. So we will have the melt pressure. Alias press melt. Load batch name CLS sense ins sense melt. Alright, into press melt. What we want is the pressure, and we don't care about the batch logic. Oh. Now that we have this, we can react to it hypothetically. I know, the sensor isn't up yet. Just want to see what happens. Because the worst thing that will happen now is that the vent will pump the room empty, and that's what I want to do anyway. So. Branch if. Yeah, what is the pressure level that I want? I'm pretty sure that the vent will not turn on with the way that I want to do that now. So that's kind of a safety precaution, you know? If I want to empty the room with that vent into the gas thingy, I can just dismantle or cut the wire of the gas sensor if I do this check here correctly. So if pressure is less than let's first put up now. I'm not sure. Less than... I will just swap it and see what happens. 50. That will be kilopascals. If the pressure is less than 50? No. Less than 150 kilopascals. Of course, the active vent is rather powerful. If it's less than that, do empty melt room not. Sue me. In any case, we want to set the SBN CLS vent CL ins vent melt to the mode 1, which is suck the room empty. And here then we want to turn it on or off. If the pressure melt is less than 150, then we want to turn that thing off. Less than 150. Then jump here, turn that thing off. Else execute this, which is on, and then jump down. Export. Something happening? Nothing's happening. Interesting. Oh, right. Aha, look at that. I don't know what the current pressure is. I think I should just write it into the housing. The assumption is that it is not a number. See if that is so. Write to the housing the value. Press smelt. Oh, press smelt, damn it. Yeah, that's faster than buffing around with the laptop. 0. Seriously? It was 0 before. I'm doing something wrong here. That works. Why does it not read not a number? Why does it instead read 0? That's wicked. But regardless. And now we need a gas sensor. I believe we have a sensor in reserve that we didn't use before. Yep. It has to be in the room though. The floor is kind of occupied, so this will be tricky to Oh, interesting. Yeah, sadly I can't do that with the wall, it's only with the floor. Or anything that's below me. Oh yeah, that would work. I think we're fine. What name shall it have? Edit. Fuel mix melt sets. Only click confirm if you're actually changing something. Now wire it up. Oh, the vent is actually running. Interesting. Still the state 3? Did I forget to click export or something? Which does happen. Okay, what's in the tank now? Why don't I just do this? Okay, we got in there volatiles, 100% at slightly below room temperature. No, wait, that's slightly above room temperature. 41 degrees. But it's no longer pumping, which I find weird. Do we still have pressure in that room? Yes, we do. 100. Oh, it worked exactly! There was too much pressure, now it has been reduced to 142. I feel so bold all of a sudden. That doesn't seem to work as anticipated. Huh. Why is it not, like, sucking that empty? I mean, it's doing that, but not as fast as I'd hoped. 1 megapascal? Oh shit. Oh Schmidt. Yeah, it's keeping up, but dude, why the fuck is that so slow? I mean, I know the active vents to be rather strong, but it's, I guess, just the way it is. I just dumped so much stuff in there, it couldn't keep up. And we're still in danger of the entire base exploding again. Maybe I should repair that, I guess. 16 glass sheets. A dry screwer. Ah, fuck me.
Waste tank critical. Temperature high. Temperature critical. Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. High pressure.
Yeah, okay. I felt too bold, obviously.
High pressure.
This is becoming a theme, isn't it?
Cognition low. Hydration critical. Health low. Temperature high. Temperature low.
Which one is it?
Critical.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, that's what you get when you don't save in time. Entire program is gone! No! See you in a few seconds. Yeah, now maybe just type all that stuff up again. With a little change though. I set the target pressure not to 150 but to 50. So that should make things slightly more safe. Let's try that again. Which also means that a lot of the thermal energy that we need in there to melt stuff will be gone. But let's see. I will just toss a stack and see how we fare. Now it's already pumping. Pressure is increasing. It can keep up. Okay. It can keep up. It can keep up? What does that mean? We need to find out what not keeping up means. Two of them melting at the same time means that it can't keep up. But that problem will be alleviated very soon, because once we don't have enough heat in there, it won't melt at all. Interesting that it is approaching zero without reaching it. Wonder, will this keep going, like forever or whatever? Never reaching zero? Kind of like the speed of light? At least from, third-person perspective. Should we talk about the speed of light for a moment? Which is really not so hard to understand. Relativity and such. I think the pressure is no longer increasing. So we have to tickle it, Which one of these is sufficient? That one. Yep. Gets the stuff melting and the pressure increasing. But now it's overpowering it. Okay. And how much do we have in here? Almost 2 megapascals. Not bad. The tank can get up about... Well, I think the tank actually has no limit, but a tank will always be connected to something that can put pressure into it, and that will be a pipe, and that has a limit of 60 megapascals. I want to... No, let's not put more in there. We need some reserves just in case for stuff. Room temperature, by the way, 23 degrees. So we're fine again. And let's not think about whether those deaths counted or not. That's getting old. Instead, let's just keep going. This means they counted, yes? Yes, they counted, whatever. So, now we need to pump some oxygen in there. And I realized that something needs to be changed. Here, we might have a valve, a one-way? Or a volume pump, but that's a little bit too much pumping for my taste. But okay, valve. Newell. No, but what do you want? No, I was not talking to you. I was talking about this valve, Okay. One-way valve, gas. Yeah, not that direction though. This one. Yep. I think this will keep decreasing the pressure in here very, very slowly. Or not? Huh. I thought it would. But it doesn't. By the way, insulated tank, great idea, but as long as the pipes are not insulated, that's not so very useful. Anyway, yeah. 6 degrees. Not very warm. But the pipe has very little volume in comparison to the tank, and only the pipe is exposed to the room, so only the pipe is making it cooler here. So I guess we can forget about that. Video length so far, almost 2 hours. Now let's get some oxygen in there, because it's kind of relevant. Oxygen from the outdoors, I would say. Since we have those available. And we need
Waste tank
an
critical.
active vent. And we need to open the helmet. Then we pump that in here, and that shall be ruled then by this chip. And maybe another one-way valve. I'm sure we have one lying around here, yeah. By the way, anything here that needs to be changed? No. Not necessarily. Food. Doing well. It's a good thing that cables can be laid straight through a pipe, so we don't have to even think about whether that's the best approach here. Active vent. I disagree with the music as it is right now. Can we put that out there from the inside? No, we can't, so that tango once more. Maybe we would already name it. What could the name be? Yeah, I was copying something. I can't do that from here. I need to copy the other names. Close one. Okay, some of the bitter cold came into the room. And temperature over here is still over 20. Well, let's just leave this on then. You see the temperature in the pipe is increasing. Strongly so. More than anticipated. Doesn't matter. Now that thing needs power. Where's the power connector? Must be on this side. Pipes on the opposite side of the switches? Ah, yeah, okay. Yes, I changed the station, motherfucker.
Hydration critical.
Okay. Now the question. What is it that this thing shall do? Tricky, because I don't know what happens if there's gonna be O2 in here, and with this one-way valve, would it sometimes trickle some stuff over here? So that the mixture, no matter how hard I try, will eventually get out of balance? I don't know. Of course I could use a gas mixer, there is actually a thing like that in the game, but guess what, it wouldn't work here. Because that one, at least I heard, I didn't try actually, works using volume. And when you cool down a gas, it has less volume, and when you heat up a gas, it has more volume. But what we need is moles. We need the same amount, you know, molecule-wise, to pair that stuff together and then set it on fire. Can actually prepare that already. Set-wise, I think we have learned reserves are important. Let's leave some space. Oh, my pipes are gone. Let's make more pipes. Is that really all the iron I have left? Shameful. We need to find more iron. What? Yeah, not ideally placed. And then a volume pump probably here, and then here an outlet of the cowly kind, which might actually look good when there comes a flame out of it or something. Would even look more cool if that flame would be in the center of the chamber. Yeah, let's do that. And guess what? We have to move that thing again. Huh? No, that would be the volume pump.
Hunger caution.
Shut up. Do I have another pipe coil maybe lying around? An extra? No? Bad, because I wanted to keep some iron just in case of emergencies. Like for example my CO2 filter, of which I don't have. Do I have a reserve? I think I have one. If push comes to shove, I can use this one. Alright. Coal. Volume pump. Cable. Like it was before. Cable. The cable is not there for the electricity, but for the logic control. Yes, yes. This is confusing to me. But I believe the explanation lies in the code that is on that chip from our earlier experiments. That's hilarious. I mean, that could have led for station explosion again, basically, just because one line of code in the wrong chip, you know. Okay, omni, import, don't confuse the two, and then let's just remove the igniter from here. I didn't export. And go to the fuel mix thing, because that one... Fuel mix, I see, import. That one needs that. Yes, now it needs to change all the little characters. Export. Import. Then let's remove this line, because that is no longer existent, and thus is a problem for our... Oh, it's not blinking because... Oh, it's actually saying that. Error, incorrect variable at line 140. All is well, okay. Fuel mix. Import. Export. Off. Drink. Still my helmet is closed. The drinking and eating is really getting on my nerves by now. Volume pump. Fuck. We have iron in here. Alright. Frustration diminished. If someone is actually watching all of this crap and wasn't able to program this yet, maybe by now they have certainly observed a pattern as to how I usually do this, and how they could do it then too, you know? I mean, not saying do it like I do, definitely, yes. I'm saying, you know, if I can do it, so can you. That's what I'm saying, yeah. I mean, look at all my idiocy, you know? Okay, I would like to do a manual test of the situation, but first we need to get some oxygen in there. I think I'm gonna... Well, since we have everything set up already, maybe I just want to program that here. It's not so much work, I think. Let's first give this thing a name. Do I have my rename tool? Yes, I do. Copy this name as a template. Give this thing a name. Fuel mix, melt sense. Fuel mix. Mix vent. Fuel mix, mix vent, and then this thing is fuel mix, mix anal. Anal! Anal! Ah! Dildos? No! I actually have that here somewhere. Didn't I? Ah, yeah.
Dildos? No. Dildos? No.
Where was I? Renaming stuff. That thing has been renamed. And that would be fuel mix vent and fuel mix anal. So let's go here. Fuel mix edit. Okay. Define. What just happened? Define ins vent mix hash. No, vent. I don't want to do something with that, I just want to prepare it. Define class anal hash. No, wrong. Structure pipe analyze. You might think it is analyzer, but they done goofed. They misspelled, and it's still in there. I don't fucking get that. Why did they fix that? I mean, they can fix that without old stuff breaking. But I guess the reason is, once again, triage. You know, who knows how efficient they're really doing that stuff. If you could look over their shoulders, you might think, wait, that's what you're putting in there? And that's how far that gets us in that time? Huh. I think that's kind of what's going on. Okay, now let's save and edit. I can't see anything. Stupid plants. Plants are shit. We should destroy our plants. Okay, on it. Mankind, always on the forefront. This time it's the brain forest. Yeah, the brain forest has to go. You know, the brain of the planet. Now it's the lung, but okay, you would think that. LBN CLS anal ins anal. Where do I want to load that? Oh, pause. And what is that I want to know there? I want to know the amount of the ratio of oxygen, so that I know whether I should put more oxygen in there. Yeah, then that's what I'm interested in. Alias, actually, mix. Let's make sure that we use that one. In case we have multiple, who knows. Alias, press smell, ratio O2, R14. Yeah, the ratio, wait, into that, we want to load this, and what we want to know is ratio oxygen. And of all the ones that we're batching together here, we don't care, it's only one. SDB, setting, ratio O2. Tell me about it. No, not like this. Export. Is it flashing? Is anything burning? Oh. No? Okay. Housing is saying -1. Alright, I think that makes sense. 0. I mean, kind of makes sense. -1. I forgot to force that thing on and also to lock it, because why would I ever turn that off? And also, what if the code is doing something based upon that value, but that value is temporarily, you know, insanity, is nothing. Let's make sure that we never do that. So, write to that thing that it shall be locked. Lock. And also that it shall be on. Alright. So now we have a value of 0 there, which is not so surprising. Too bad we can't turn this... Oh, can we? Fuel mix vent. That is the direction set inward. Aha, look at that. Now we have 3% oxygen. And we want 33%. So let's aim for 25. Just to be safe. In case that thing kind of, you know, drifts a little. First thing that we want to do is, I mean, basically as a headline for all this thing here, for this thing, CLS event, I want to write, wait, what am I doing? Ins vent mix. Oh right, ins vent, not class vent. That this setting, the mode, shall be 1, as in suck from the room into the pipe. Suck from the world into the pipe. Then we also kind of know what this whole thing is about. And now we decide it shall be on or off. Depending on. Now, B, L, T, ratio O2, 0.25. Add oxygen now. Okay, add oxygen now. Is this done? If it's less than 0.25, then add oxygen now, turn on, else turn off, and jump to done. Now, export, save, export. We should now see this number rise, and we do see this number rise. Question is how far? Okay, it's increasing further, but it's not increasing further much. So I guess my thought was correct, that there would be some kind of elastic effect in the pipes, because it's just such a large volume and this whole setup is complete crap. But if it gets the job done well eventually, without killing us too often, then it was a fun adventure, right? And because it was, or would have been, let's turn that one orange. I guess it wasn't enough. Okay. Okay. We want more because that's not a clean mix. What is the mix? We can see 26.5. Okay, I said 25. Let's go for 30 then. And now back to astronaut stuff. Control reality with software. I'm pretty sure that actual astronauts are doing kind of stuff like this. Probably more carefully. And they save more often also. It's cooling down quite a lot, so much so that the oxygen is liquefying? How can it do that? The oxygen, oh, it's because of the pressure. Okay, we also have to consider the temperature of this whole thing. You can see we have more than 30. Oh, right. That's the thing. Let's imagine that this thing would get more and more liquid oxygen. This would mean that the actual oxygen ratio would then decrease, because this stuff turns into that stuff. But that is a separate measurement, with a different name. In other words, we could just have run into some kind of threshold situation where this stuff has just enough pressure that too much of that turns into liquid, so that there would be an endless runaway chain reaction. And actually, that could have been a catastrophe. Let's look at the analyzer. I didn't find that under the name. Hilarious. Yeah, structure Niminimfts. What values does it have? Ratio liquid oxygen. And you know, the way it works, let's say there's 100% oxygen in there. Oxygen. Then what's the ratio of liquid oxygen? It's 0. So what we have to do is reload that other value too, add them together, and then we have at least some safety in this regard. But I want to test that first, that hypothesis. No, I can't, because for that I need liquid oxygen. That's fucking dangerous. But I can at least read out the value. So, let's make an extra number out of this, even though that seems wasteful. It should basically be just a temporary one. Ratio O2 liquid, 13. No, not like that. Oh, there's a problem I see coming. Line length. Uh-huh.
Power critical.
Dude. Let's call it L2 then. Man. Looks like a 12. I mean, who the fuck chooses a font like that? But we even have that in, what's the name? In Kepas, I believe. Kepas? Let's do this then. Because now, then I can write this to the housing separately to check if we have that value. And the assumption is that we have that value, therefore add to this thing, add into this, the sum of that and this. So if you have 0.30 and 0.02 or something, we will get a higher number here, and then that should be safer. Save, export. Let's see what happens. Did we get some liquid oxygen? Oh no, right, of course. Huh. There's a problem here. I want to reach 33, and maybe this means I have to set 33. But if I do that, we will overshoot. Then again, maybe we only overshoot if... Let's just set it to 33 and see what happens. Maybe that can be... You know, let's see. 33... Export. Now we should get some liquid oxygen again. Let's see what that says. Yeah, we have that number. Okay, so we have the sum of both of them, so the reaction should be safe. And we actually get some. Currently, we have some okayish fuel mix here. Now, what do we do with that? Huh. Peculiar. But let's make sure that this thing ignites all the time, because that's what we want. As soon as there's something in here that could explode, it shall. Because then we see the fireworks early instead of at some point suddenly, you know. Edit. That was not the sound of the base exploding, that was something else. Now before I pump something in here, I would like to have a way to relieve the pressure. Basically I should do this door thing that I have on this side again on that side entirely. By the way, what is the current temperature in there? Current climate? That, But that shouldn't really matter. Oh, it's getting hotter and hotter in there. Because man, it's getting hotter and hotter. That's actually dangerous what we're doing here. We need a door, an automatic door that can be opened if there's too much pressure in there and too much heat. We're looking good. We also need a gas sensor to find out how hot it even is in there, and since it's getting hotter and hotter, maybe I should, you know, cut that out. Always with the explodey sounds. Yeah, while I do that, I can also place a gas sensor. Do we have a sensor? Maybe? Here, not here. possibly somewhere here an extra one? No, need a new one. Makes no sense. No! I think that one of the goals that we do have in mind is to get the glasses so that if we need iron, we get the fuck iron. You know, the sensor lenses, the glorious sensor lenses, which border on cheating. But then again, you have struggled so hard to get there, so maybe that's okay. Where do I place this then? Actually, what the fuck? Oh, my battery is empty. These things are so lit. Gas sensor. Destroys sophisticated. Screws sophisticated. Cuts sophisticated. You know. Harmless custom tool, dangerous custom tool, and whatever. Okay, gas sensor needs a name.
Hydration critical.
Fuel mix. Mix sense. No, that's not even the fuel mix. We're talking about the incinerator, the boiler, the what is this? Let's just call it fire? Fire sense. Fire igniter. Not that it needs a name, but just in case. If the pressure is too high, then we want to open the door, which we haven't yet installed, I'm aware. Fuel mix, okay. So we already have this one sensor here. Let's take the other one too. Define incense fire hash. Load batch named CLS sense. What do we want to load? We want to note the pressure and the temperature, both. Oh, okay. Now we're getting greedy. Alias. Fire. Press. Ah, that is so inconsistent. Press, fire, and temp fire. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Pressure. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Now we have these two values. I'd rather have the temperature in Celsius, because that's what I'm used to be dealing with. So subtract into temp fire from temp fire. 273.15. Now we have Celsius. We know that the auto ignition temperature is 300 Celsius, so it shall open the door when the temperature is above 200. BG T. Temp fire. 200. Emergency vent. Emergency venting on. And emergency venting done. That's one thing. Oh, and if the pressure is too high, do the same thing. So you can just add such a thing, just like that, for pressure. And these are kilopascals. And I think, yeah, pretty clearly we have to do this then. Maybe 150 is not even enough. But let's risk it. We can repair the windows. Have I actually repaired all the windows? That's a concerning question to have. Oh, nothing to repair. That was one of those deaths, yeah. I hate it when that happens. So if the pressure fire or the temp fire is greater than 200 degrees Celsius or greater than 150 kilopascals, emergency venting on, else emergency venting off, which is SBN, CLS door, inst door im Merk. Define CLS door hash structure glass door define this hash fire door is nice. Install SBN open 0. But if we have this emergency situation, then open 1. Okay, now that is solved. Now let's install the door and give it a name. Which name, you ask? This name. Export. Nothing's happening. Well, it can't find the door, but it doesn't complain either. There's a 0 amount of doors with which it now deals. We don't have any automatic pumping yet going on, so... But we're getting close to actually having this. I mean, this video will actually get that done. How long is it so far? A bit over 2 hours, and I still have like 90 more minutes and I really have to go to bed. Because I got work tomorrow. Why do I have to work, man? God damn it, I don't want to fucking work. Everybody has to work. I'm not everybody. I'm sure you haven't yet noticed that, but someday you will. Promised. So now let's for installing that door I will need building materials. I think it was that and this sufficient amount. The gas sensor is installed, so we're fine. We can step on the gas. We can do that now. Do I have enough oxygen? I need to drink some. Again. See, this is the point when it's really beginning to become annoying, and I should like alter that. Did I actually use up all the water, which is also a possibility? No, I did not. So it's once more the pollutant. Yeah, good thing. We want to do some installation stuff out there. Oh, turn that off. It takes 200 watts. Drinking door. No, let's do that. Do that now. Filters are good. But I should remind myself that this will not stay this way. Where shall the emergency door lead? Here? Yeah, that makes sense. Toss in, suck. But actually, does that make sense? It might actually, it might actually fill up. Oh. Damn. We have to consider that, man. It might vent while this one's sucking, and then it sucks in all that stuff. Ooh, baby. That's impure. That's a problem. Okay, one thing we can do is we put that on this side, and maybe it will be sufficient or not. Interesting problem. Everything closed? Yep. Wait, how is that a glass thing? Yeah, okay, that's stupid. Sorry, I don't take that. Nope, not my mistake. Okay, again. That's the one. Would be really nice if they would put in the possibly not very high effort required to remember the window positions and also which ones were open, because that's a hassle. But like I keep saying, hassles that we stumble upon all the time, they for some reason don't bother to fix. They're only on about the game simulation itself, which makes sense, you know, triage and all that, but still. It's a bit sucky. Epic that I'm welding inside this room. Feels so fitting. What? Oh, come on. By the way, well, how is our welding fuel doing? We need more welding fuel. Good thing we now have welding fuel. Music's a bit loud. Pam-padam. So let's continue construction of the door. Oh, not enough cables. Fuck my fucking life in the ass. Damn it. Cables. Want to see something. Door is currently open, I forgot to close it, but maybe that can just happen automatically now. Can I just not reach that place? Just exactly not. So very clear, wasn't it? You could say first world problems, but it's even beyond that. This is not even a world, it's a complete simulation. Have you ever noticed that, like, wait, that you're hitting your teeth all this time? Bonk, bonk, bonk. Ow! 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 Stop hitting yourself. Yeah, in case it wasn't clear yet, I love this game to bits and I've played it for way over 700 hours by now. Why is this not closing? Because the door is not yet named appropriately. I think we still have that in the clipboard. Let's see if that is so. Yep. Okay, the automatism is running. Now let's test that thing. And before that, save, obviously. Because then we would have another heat source. And something pretty cool too. I mean, it's cool to have such a thing. Temperature 21 degrees. What is happening? Why is the air streaming? Oh, it's just pressure equalization due to the alloy activity. Yeah. It's basically what this entire video, or this and the previous one, together were aiming to achieve. Not quite that yet, but almost. So, now we can first of all do this again, because the temperature in the room cannot become too high. Oh, room. I have to look at the pipe. What the fuck? Why am I not looking at the pipe? Minus 138. And it's slowly increasing. Shall we increase that a little bit more, huh? The big moment, man. Oh, that's possible? Yeah, it's working. Room temperature 21 no. Minus 128. Oh, it's the pressure doing over here. 2.26 megapascals. That is awesome. So, what's the temperature? It's increasing a lot. I wonder if what's in there is basically not all burning. Let's turn it off. Let's see how long it keeps burning, because I think is the problem that we're having here. And that I should then also kind of automate, so that we constantly have this torch going. Oh, I see that we have an overabundance of O2. That's of course clear, because we started with O2. The room should be evacuated before we do anything. But anyway, let's look at that from outside, because I got a suspicion. Too bad the sun is out. Oh. No, it was just emergency venting. No catastrophe. Nah. What happens if you get too far away? Hey, why is it no longer burning? Am I too far away? I'm not sure. Is this a distance thing or a timing thing? Ah, crap. I thought I would see that farther even than the station itself. But that's not the case. Oh man, dude, the culling algorithm, the culling settings are shit. I mean, what you would see from afar is the fire. But the fire is invisible even before the surrounding station becomes invisible? What kind of judgment call is that, man? But I think we now officially have a cool station. Because it's constantly on fire. Did they forget to cause light from the fire? No, they didn't. There is some, but it's ridiculous. Should be more. Absolutely. This is cool, man. Oh. Uh-oh. The emergency measure can no longer work. The cables are destroyed or something. I could flip the door around and let the cables come from the outside. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. If that's still salvageable. What's going on in there? Come on. 500 degrees. But they are not damaged. Don't they have some auto ignition? Oh, can you see that? I think it melted. No, it didn't melt. That's the way it looks. What did it? Does it? Doesn't it? I think the cables were destroyed from the heat. I had no clue that could actually happen. Yeah, see the cable is actually burning. Cable on fire. Yeah. Okay. What can we do about that? I want to know the temperature in that room. I can of course just use a pipe analyzer. Since there's a pipe in the room, I can analyze that out here in relative safety. And then we don't need the gas sensor. And the door can be flipped around, so the overall construct is not off the table. So fucked up. Yeah, but what about the igniter? Did this cable take damage? No, it didn't. Why did this cable take damage then? What? What's the system here? Was that random? Were we just lucky? Connection? That's weird. Or did they maybe have an extra check, you know, for, like, if you want to ignite stuff, then it will burn, right? And this logic connection is to allow that to happen, right? And so therefore there needs to be a connection, cable connection, that makes that happen. And so maybe they said, okay, if there's a cable connection directly to that thing, that one cable will be holy. Maybe that's what they did. I don't know. .25 megapascal. Basically nothing happened. I mean, you can leave that room on fire eternally. 500 degrees. And increasing. Did I turn that off again? Yeah. Okay, what measures are to be taken? One is flip the door around and wire it from the outside. The other is use a pipe analyzer to do the same thing. Shall we do this now? Yes. Though the cool afterwards will not be as big as the one that we just had. Iron, gold, electrum. Well, and then we lie some pipes to that thing with radiators, you know, which allows us to spread the heat around. Of course, we need some kind of working gas in there. Not sure what to use there yet. We could use oxygen, which is abundant and rather safe for the purpose. Iron, yes. Do I still have iron somewhere? A little bit, yes. Of course it will be the last. The one you need is always the last. You have to rearrange stuff. That volume pump needs to be over yonder, which makes the cabling fugly, but that's what it is then. Man, the music is annoying. What the fuck, man? Did I toss the cables? I think I remember doing so. The door is still fine. Don't need the building's materials. Jinxed! The pipe analyzer also needs to be wired, so we don't even need to remove that cable. That's elegant, man.
Hunger critical.
Is the room getting hotter and hotter, by the way? I think so. Man, I need to keep an eye on that. 600 degrees. I thought these would actually catch on fire. Maybe they don't. Or maybe they do. Ah, for whatever. Let's risk it. Let's risk it. Okay, that's this again. Let's reduce that again. Since we just rebuilt it, it's a new one. Then, this pipe under the sizer has to be named based upon this one. Fire anal. I didn't plan this, okay? Fire anal. Fuel mix fire anal. Confirm. And then we will just change whatever that thing was doing to this thing. Is that reasonable? Let's see. We get here the pressure, so we will have pressure. We get here the temperature, so we will have temperature. Good. That should get the job done. Save. Bold as we are. Edit. Pause though. Pause. What's there? Structure pipe analyzer. Define ins anal fire. Itchy and scratchy. So fuel mix fire anal. And down here we get that value from the from that thing which will no longer exist. So let's take it out of the equation, which makes it easier for us to do just that. Because now things aren't they? Confused. Ins sense fire. Instance fire. Why is this not complaining? What the fuck, man? Edit. Shouldn't this be red now? It should be. Why isn't it? Don't tell me. Oh, come on, that's bad. That's a shitty implementation, dude. So the word is still there in the comments, and that's sufficient? Motherfucker. That should cause an error, basically. Yep, okay. So, class ins anal fire and CLS anal, I think. Anal analyzer. Oh no, not the anal analyzer. So, load badge name, press fire, load badge name, temp fire, class anal, ins anal fire, pressure, temperature, sum, subtract from temp fire, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah. Should be working. Export, turn off, close, turn off. Nothing's happening, of course, because the door itself is not yet cabled. Let's remove this dude. Which for unknown reasons did not take damage. What's happening? Okay, how hot is it in there? Oh, I forgot some. I have to force this one on. I have to force this one on. Pressure 230 kilopascals. Oh, okay. Let's be careful.
Hydration critical.
So this one has to be turned on. I forgot that. So, and then we turn on the... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Lock. Here we go. Ins anal mix and ins anal fire has to be on and locked. Anal fire has to be on and locked. So, class igniter. Fire has to be on and it has to be locked. Okay, export. It's on. Okay. Now let's flip the door around so that we can cable it from the outside. Do we have enough cables to make that happen? Yes, we do. Let's see if we can even prepare that so that it's less annoying later. Actually, that was stupid. I forgot this one. I thought that would be possible. It is. It's cold outside, fuck you. Okay, door flipping. Door flipping commences. Yeah, of course, my health, blah blah blah. Just...
Hunger caution.
Yeah, of course, also clearly an oversight. Why should I get the hunger caution warning when I'm in the process of eating? So let's do this. Hours? 10 hours. 4 hours. I wonder what will happen. Learning by doing, huh? And that's for the locker. Oh right, I wanted to flip this one around so it's less ridiculous. While we're at it, let's do that. Okay, I wanted to... I don't remember what it was, but I think it was on the outdoor side.
Temperature low.
What?
Temperature critical.
Ah, right.
Oxygen low.
Got to turn those on. Stupid. So, angle grinder, alright. Okay, we also just emergency vented the room. Didn't even think of that. And then the hand drill. And then the wrench. I think that's correct, we will see. Imagine that thing being empty now. That would have sucked so hard. Wait. What has happened? I mean, I waited for the full fucking bar. Disagreement all around. Okay. Nice. Okay, now we need to name it. I think I don't have it in my clipboard, stupidly, or do I? I don't. Oh. Fuel mix fire door? Fuel mix fire door. I think that was the name. Apparently that was not the name. What's my mistake? Fuel mix fire door. No! It has power, thus it also has logic. What's the reason? No error. Yeah, what's the name? Door. Fire door, not fuel mix fire door. Huh. I think I can fix that from from in here. That works. Okay, back in business, and this time it should be working. Alright, right. Did it. What good is that if we don't set it on fire? Not sure even if I saved. Okay. What happens now if I pump in some more? It's off again. The pump's off. Okay, now let's reduce that to reasonable. If that can be called reasonable, I mean. Degrees. I mean, we had that at 600 degrees and the glass was not damaged. I'm confused. Open, sesame. Open, I say! Now, let's answer that big question. Will there be something of that gas around the corner? Okay, here we have freezing CO2 and freezing pollutant, but none of that is here. Okay, that seems to be working. We don't have to bother with that. Nice. So now we have the room that is on fire. We have heat. The O2 supply is boundless. And the volatile supply is not, therefore the fuel is not infinite. But I think for the little thing that we're doing here right now, we'll have a lot of burn time. I don't even know how long. Let's see, 93 moles of volatiles are in there, in this pipe. 93 moles. $92.9. So with this estimate, I think it would burn for an hour. Easily. Actually, much longer than that. Look at that, man. And what good is that, though? We have heat. Okay, mission accomplished. Before we use that and then change the base and whatever we might do next, I'm completely confused what I want to do next. No idea. I'll probably use that heating somewhere reasonably. I mean, clean up some stuff and look at this complete idiocy. We need something to plop in our bottle, and then later we come and we pick that bottle and everything is done. Complete automatism and such. That's what we need to achieve, but not now. I'm just like summarizing where we are, where we would need to go, and this ridiculousness here. Let's turn that off and see how long that keeps burning. But see, that worked. No more cables that are being destroyed. What about this one then? Is my hair on fire now? Alrighty, that's the end of the video, but of course, I mean, that was out of the question, right? I will turn on the pump and see what happens. Temperature is balanced at 700 degrees Kelvin, which is like 500 degrees Celsius. That even works, man. Of course, we're now wasting lots of fuel, but it's working. We were setting the world on fire, but it's working. It's not even being destroyed. What kind of shitty ending is this, man? But it's all I have. I'm sorry. So, few seconds of screensaver and then good night.